Today on the Business Spotlight on News Talk 94.7 and 970 WMAY, we continue our series of spotlighting Springfield first. And today we've got the spotlight on Frye-Williamson, and it's Lynn Serena is here with us. Lynn, thank you very much. First of all, tell us all about your business.
Well, we're a general commercial printer. We have short-run digital presses as well as large offset presses and a complete bindery with our own mailing department, as well as a large format digital sign shop. My brother Rick and I are the partners in the business. Rick is responsible for mainly the sales side of it, and I'm more the day-to-day operations manager.
Yeah, how long have you guys been in business?
One way or another, over 100 years.
Wow.
Frye Printing and Williamson Press were both founded in the late 1800s. In 1969, Frye Printing and Williamson Press merged and moved to our current facility on 901 North MacArthur. Actually, it was 1968. I'm sorry, 1968. So we've got a 50-year anniversary coming up next year.
Wow, that when you guys have been in the business, and I take it you grew up in it, right?
Actually, Rick grew up in it more than I did. Rick's been there a long time. I've only been there 20 years.
Oh, okay.
I was actually a former school teacher before I started at Frye.
Oh, wow.
Rick started in the 1980s with the company.
Exactly.
So he's been there a while. Our dad, Richard Serena, worked for Frye Printing Company. He drove the delivery truck in the 1960s. I remember having the delivery truck at home, washing it on the weekends, taking us to Corey League baseball games.
Cool.
Dad eventually moved up into the press room. They gave him a promotion, moved him into the press room. He happened to be allergic to the ink. And they said, well, you can either go find a new job or we can move you in the office. You can take some college courses and be in the office. He did that, went on to become sales manager, and eventually purchased the company in 1982 with two other gentlemen from the business.
How about that, huh? So your dad's allergies to ink brought him up into the world,
right.
Huh? Very nice. That's very good. Lynn Serena's with us from Frye-Williamson. It's our Springfield First Business Spotlight right here at News Talk 94.7 and 970 WMAY. So you've been in it 20 years. Your family's been in it since basically the 60s. What kind of things have changed in the printing climate, with customers, technology, and competition over the years? I imagine it's just a huge amount.
Goodness, the last 10 years, we've seen huge changes in our business in technology. Going back to the 1960s, earlier, letterpress was the technology. The old make lead cuts, put the ink on the lead, that
Sure.
would go onto the paper. Then offset printing came into probably in the 60s, and we've got both technologies still. Actually, we do some letterpress work. We've got offset presses in the back. We've also got digital presses. In the last 10 years, the digital printing has come a long way. When it first started, the technology wasn't really there to compete with offset quality. Now it's there, and we have everything. We can do everything from 50 brochures for somebody that has a meeting in 2 days to 50,000 brochures for somebody that wants a mass mailing for their business. Yeah,
I was just going to say, with so many people able to create, printer quality stuff on their computers and things like that, has that led to a decline in business or actually an advance in business?
We've actually changed our business. Within the last 10 years, we have added a sign shop, which is large format digital printing. We print on everything from brushed aluminum to plexiglass, banners, posters, artwork, giclées, which are stretched canvas. We also have added our mailing department. We do our in-house mailing. So as some of the traditional offset printing work has gone away, we have found other ways to bring revenue back into our business. Fridays
are Springfield First Days, and right now we're talking with Lynn Serena of Frye-Williamson on the Business Spotlight from News Talk 94.7 and 970 WMAY. Well, obviously we know why you started the business, but you yourself mentioned before you're a school teacher that got into it. Why did you get into this business, and why do you love it?
We really enjoy helping our customers. We pride ourselves in our customer service. In 96, Dad offered me an opportunity to join the business, and I was very fortunate to have the opportunity that if that didn't work out, I could go back to teaching. I took a leave of absence and didn't ever go back to teaching. Really enjoyed the personal contact, the customer side of it, and like I said, we pride ourselves in customer service at Frye-Williamson Press.
There is something special about a business that you own, isn't it? I mean, it's like one of the things that we talk about here at Midwest Family Broadcasting is we are employee owned. I think I own a urinal and a door handle and something else here, but nonetheless, you seem to have a certain pride when you own the business. It makes you pedal a little faster, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. At the end of the day, you're responsible for that business, and we've got a small enough office that the owners aren't too far away.
Yeah.
we're always there for help, questions. The good compliment we got from one of our employees, he was talking to one of his customers. He said, the thing I like about here, he said, I can holler across the room and ask a question and get an answer immediately. I don't have to fill things out in triplicate, send them off to different departments and get answers that way. He said, I can ask them, they're right there, and get it taken care of immediately.
Very cool. Lynn Serena is with us from Frye-Williamson on News Talk 94.7 and 970 WMAY. It's Springfield First in the Business Spotlight today. Anything frustrating? Obviously, you've had to learn. We talk about, teaching new tricks and things like that. 10 years, you had to learn a lot of technology. I know some days I get frustrated with the technology I've had to learn here over the last 10 years. Does it frustrate you too at times?
It is. It seems like every time you get caught on to a new technology, something else comes around. We like to think of ourselves on the leading edge of technology, not the bleeding edge of technology.
Ooh.
We'll let somebody else be on the bleeding edge, but we don't jump into things as soon as they come out. We like to let things settle in, then we'll go with the newest technology that we think will serve our customers the best.
Lynn, what does the future of Frye-Williamson look like right now?
Oh, it's bright. We've actually, Rick and I are the second generation. Our business has weathered a storm in the printing industry over the last few years. We're stronger than ever. We have 20 people that work with us, and it's a good place to work. I enjoy going to work every day.
Terrific. Well, why is it important to belong to Springfield First?
Well, about 70% of every dollar that you spend locally stays in our local economy, and that's important because that means businesses like ours can support local charities, the arts, and other community functions, as well as our local economy. It's important for local businesses to support each other.
Exactly. I think that's the connection. As you mentioned, the money stays in town when you support the local business and stuff. How can people support Frye-Williamson? How can you get business to you?
We're at 901 North MacArthur. Our phone number is 522-7744. You can look us up on the web, Frye-Williamson.com. It's Frye Williamson.com.
Every Friday on the Business Spotlight, we spotlight Springfield First businesses. Lynn Serena from Frye-Williamson, we thank you for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris.
And coming up next on News Talk 94.7 and 970 WMAY, Mike